name is Bayard Saunders, and we're going to be talking today about mobile podcasting. Jamey Tucker's here from WKRN, Channel TV2 here in Nashville, and we're going to talk about how to do mobile podcasting. And then we're going to talk a little bit about revolution and the evolution. The revolution, of course, being all around the world. We're changing, journalism is changing, we're getting things that are happening immediately, and a lot of that has to do with the tools that are being used for podcasting. And then we're going to talk about evolution, because there is a trend now for older media, traditional media, who are now adapting these. So radio stations, television stations, actually coming on and utilizing the tools that podcasters have developed to do their traditional media. And I would like to introduce to you Jamey Tucker from WKRN TV2, who would like to tell us a little bit about his experience. Jamey?
Hi, thanks. We started working with mobile podcasting a couple of years ago with some severe weather when we had a lot of snow in. So I went out with my laptop and my camera and I started broadcasting live using Ustream from Portland, White House, where we were getting 4 or 5 inches of snow. And before that was not possible. You remember the movie Up Close and Personal with Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert Redford? She just happens to be in a prison with a photographer and a riot breaks out and the producer says, okay, we're going live. That was never possible. Never possible without a big live truck. This, believe it or not, we were at one point happy that the camera got down to this size. And now I've been using not only my iPhone but these little Kodak cameras. And I prefer Kodak cameras because it has an audio input. But we started last spring when the May floods hit. We had about 4 people out in the street driving around looking at flood coverage. We were using iPhones. We were also using laptops with cameras connected to the internet. All of that through Ustream. That was revolutionary. We have never done anything like that before. Never. And I believe we were the only station in Nashville doing that. We had live trucks. We still had the live reporters out. But this was the first time we had ever been able to enable that many cameras throughout the area. On a personal note, I use Livestream, which is another thing that we had talked about because of its integration in Facebook. I have a couple of things. So when I podcast, when I broadcast any kind of interviews, that kind of thing on my own website, I use Livestream. I like Blueberry, especially if you've got a WordPress blog, because you can get that up to iTunes, and iTunes will index it, it'll update, so anyone subscribe to your podcast in iTunes, through Blueberry, you've got it. Let's see, one other thing, I think these little cameras, the flip cameras, and these little Kodak cameras, they're fantastic, but you have to tape them, you have to tape them. Sorry, you have to record them. Oh, how it's done. You have to record them and then upload them through a laptop or a computer. That's going to change, because they're going to have to change, because of the iPhones and the smartphones. You're able to record video or go up live on Ustream or some of these other things through your smartphone. They're going to have to change this. They're going to have to put some sort of Wi-Fi or 3G enabling mechanism inside these cameras, so they're going to be obsolete as these smartphones come in. So look for that, but also look, if you're doing some serious podcasting, if you're doing some serious video podcasting, I recommend the Kodak right now because of that audio feature. This is a $15 handle that I bought at Best Buy that usually holds SLRs. I've got that. I've also got a little stereo microphone from Sony that I can attach. I've got a little light that I can attach, and I forgot to bring it, but I've got a little light that attaches there, so if you're interviewing someone in dark places like this, it's going to light up and it's going to look just as good as what you see on television. Even if it doesn't look as good as what you see on television, consumers, we've kind of gotten to the point where we like it that way. We prefer video that's not perfect. We like video that doesn't look like it came out of a production house. And YouTube has kind of changed that attitude and kind of made us realize we're gonna like this raw look to our video. Yeah.
You said about the light. What kind of light do you have?
The light, it's just I think it was about a $50 light that I bought. It has a cord to it that attaches to a pretty heavy battery. But you put that right here on your hip, put the light, attach it with this little shoe, and you've got a light for about 45 minutes. Now you can get a better light, and it'll cost you a lot more, but you'll have a longer battery life.
Where did you got this stereo microphone?
The stereo microphone I just bought off the internet. I did a search. This is a really good Sony stereo microphone. It's got a little 1/8 jack that you can connect there. You can set this on a tabletop. You can also clip it to someone's lapel, so it gives you much better audio than what you would normally get from this. And I also there's a cool website out of Japan that if you go there, you can find gadgets that you will never see anywhere else. And I've got it, and if you want to see it, I'll show it to you a little later. But it's a magnetic widescreen lens that fits right on this, and I've put and you can do it for the iPhone too. You put a little magnetic, or actually just a little metal ring around that. It attaches by a gluey kind of thing, peel off, and then you pop the zoom lens, and you've also, it's a widescreen, you got a zoom lens, and it's very, very cool. Yeah, it's very cool.
With Jamey, that's his QR code there. QR code. Thank you.
And JameyTucker.com.
JameyTucker.com. JameyTucker.com. Thank you very much, Jamey Tucker from WKRN. And fascinating that people don't believe well-produced videos anymore. It's all about Blair Witch Project. Yes, it's changed the way we think about video. And go dogs, go do that mobile podcasting. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it.